Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is Jeff with Fluent American. For those of you who went shopping today for Cyber Monday or for Black Friday, I hope you got some good deals. I personally did not because it gets way, way, way too crazy. But I do have a couple of ideas for some upcoming videos. But first, just a quick note. Our latest video is on the L and R sounds. So for those of you who struggle with sounds like red versus lead, or maybe some words like regular can be a little bit difficult just because of all the R's and the L's, I encourage you to check out our YouTube channel where our latest video is out. It's a quick twist, so it's short, about 2 to 3 minutes long, and it goes through lots of practice for R and L sounds. So I definitely would suggest reviewing that video to take a look. I also want to introduce what our next video will be discussing. It's going to be talking a little bit about stress and intonation. What is intonation? Intonation, again, is like pronunciation, but for a full sentence. Where do you raise and lower your voice? Notice when I said raise, that goes up, and then I said lower, that goes down. So those types of intonation patterns are helpful. Also, stress. To give you an example, in the word backpack, which do you stress, back or pack? It's actually going to be backpack. So it gets a heavier stress on back. Why are these things important between intonation and stress? Well, when you have a long sentence, you need to know which words to stress and also which direction to move your voice. Does it need to rise or does it need to fall? So our next video is going to tackle this. I have an example sentence that you can see at the top of the screen. Okay, and again, it should say, I don't know what he said, but it's not true. So one of the things we'll be discussing in our video, and again, it should be coming out on Wednesday, will be how do we break up this sentence? It's going to be in different parts. So for instance, I don't know might be one group. What he said might be another group, but it's not true might be another group. In each of those groups, there's going to be a separate stress. For instance, in our first group, I don't know, no is going to get a heavier stress. I don't know, no is the word that you should hear predominantly. It's the strongest word. I don't know. Then our next group, what he said is going to be our next stress. What he said, but it's not true. We're going to have two heavy stresses on there. Not true in our last group. So again, all of our heavy stresses, no, said, not true. I don't know what he said, but it's not true. Also in terms of intonation, I don't know, no, rising. What he said, rising, but it's not true. Falling. I don't know what he said, but it's not true. I don't know what he said, but it's not true. So basically, if this interests you in terms of how to make your sentences sound more natural, where to put stress, what type of intonation to use, then our next video is going to be very helpful. All right, that's all I have for right now. Thank you guys for your time. We'll see you in our next video. Have a good day, have a good night, and have a good